What up, good people out there? It's your boy SR Styles, aka ScooterRay, here to bring you that quick tag. And you know what we talking about. NXT 2.0. You see that's how tight if I make that point. Whatever. Alright, so let's get to it. News came out before this NXT started that Bruce Prichard is kind of overseeing NXT, kind of like how he oversees Raw and SmackDown. So I'm literally gonna start dubbing it the Prichard Era or the Bruce Prichard Era or something along them lines. So let's see how the Prichard Era's NXT goes for tonight. Braun Breaker comes out there. They show a recap of what happened in New Year's Evil. He comes out, shoots a little promo about him being a champion, how he has so much respect for Tommaso. He was like, Tommaso shook my hand, gave me some words. He went out there, shook my dad's hand in the audience. So I do appreciate him. And basically, if anybody wants some, they can come get some. It was pretty short and sweet, nothing too fancy. And as he was leaving, the first match of the night starts. Legado del Fantasma was coming out. And of course, Santos was staring down Braun. I don't know if it's going to lead to a feud with Braun, but hey. So this match right here, Santos Escobar, Zion Quinn, and the caveat to this match was whoever wins, that's who Elektra Lopez is going to leave with. For weeks, they've been doing this whole thing with Elektra and Zion Quinn of a will they, won't they type situation, which led Santos and the group like, what's happening here? But pretty solid match. I mean, Santos, my guy. Zion is one of the newer people who they've been promoting with the 2.0 rebrand. Pretty solid match. It led to a point to where they kind of sowed the dissension between Escobar and Lopez. And then it led to a scene where Zion was in her face and they kind of gave that look like, yeah, we're doing this. We're going to do this. We're going to be a couple. We got this. As soon as he turned around, Dick Kick City. Shout out to Brian Zane, Wrestling with Regret. Dick Kick City. Threw him in the ring. Phantom Driver. Boom. Santos wins. Elektra's like, ha ha. LDF deuces off. Mandy Rose in these bikini shoots she's been doing, because once again, she was at the hot tub like, hey, this is what champions do. I arrived in style. I'm still a champ. Whatever. Toxic attraction. Next up, we get David Kemp, Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes has been on the campaign at 2022. He's not chasing the money anymore. He's chasing gold. David Kemp, I'm not too familiar if he was a recent signee or somebody who's been training, but they kind of treated him. They didn't treat this exactly as a squash, and they didn't necessarily treat him as a jobber. So I don't know if he's somebody that they're trying to work on or fill out to see what he's going to do in the future. But yeah, like it was a pretty solid little match. Like, but once again, you knew he was going to win. Cameron Grimes hit a cave in, of course, got the W. Whatever. He wins. They gave an update on Von Wagner that he got suspended and he needs to pay a fine, blah, 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 blah. And then to just skip ahead, at some point later in the match, I can't remember, they re-reported that someone has paid his fine and his suspension is immediately up. We don't know what it's going to lead to, but I guess I'm pretty sure there's going to be hints to it next week or so. We'll see. Next match, we get Joe Gacy, Harlan Voorhees or Harlan Myers versus Malik Blade and Idris Enofe. Before the match, Gacy gave a little promo talking about, hey, we could be friends. There's no offense. We just trying to enter the Dusty Cup. We just want to show and prove, blah, 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 blah. So basically, the winners of this match would be entered into the Dusty Cup tournament for the men that starts next week. Harlan, of course, was very violent, very brutal enough to where they got disqualified. So Malik Blade, Idris, and Nofe are officially in the Dusty Cup of this year because of Harlan's bloodlust. And yeah, so we'll see how they go. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see how they do and how far they go. Imperium had a little vignette saying, you know, we basically them dudes around here. That, you know, we're the ever professional. When y'all done practicing, we still practicing. When y'all sleeping, we probably still practicing. You know, when we try to sleep, we practice in our sleep. You know, because, you know, to Imperium, the mat is sacred, and they're going to remain champions, and they want y'all to do something about it because, you know, they're Imperium and Imperium. So obviously they're going to be more a part, especially I guess Volta as well. It's going to be more a part of NXT. So we'll see. Of course, with Eichner and Bartel, they are the tag champs, but I guess we'll see where this goes with them in the future and how much of their dominance they're going to let run rampant and run roughshod. Next up, Tony D'Angelo, Pete Dunne, crowbar on the pole match. Yes, you see that correctly. It does say crowbar on the pole match. They really did a old trope, but once again, I told y'all this is the first true episode of the Prichard era. We got to deal with it. They played into the fact of the only legal weapon that could be used was the crowbar. So you had to get that crowbar in order for, you know, use it, which was weird at times because, of course, you know, they did the whole trope of, I'm going to go up there and try to get it. Oh, no, I can't get it. Oh, I'm going to go up there and try to get it. Oh, no. Then there was one part where Pete Dunne was kind of fiddling with it, and it was like, get it, my guy. But then D'Angelo goes up there and just, ha. So, of course, it turned into a, I'm not going to get hit. No, I'm not going to get hit. But eventually came into play that it became a weapon. But basically, it ended with a sequence of, there was a chair I think D'Angelo tried to use earlier. Dunne gets slammed on the chair, thrown into the pole, then gets bashed in the head with the crowbar. Boom, D'Angelo wins. I don't know if the rivalry is over or it's just beginning, or not just beginning, but keeps continuing. But that's how the match ended. Next up, and I told y'all I was gonna be correct. Indy Hartwell, Persia Parada, Wendy Chu, versus Caden Carter, Casey Catanzaro, and Amari Miller. I said it on here before. I said it that Wendy Chu was gonna be their Orange Cassidy, and that's what's happening. Soon as she got tagged in, the sleepiness disappears and she can wrestle. The only difference is, of course, when she's not active, she wants to go to sleep, or she's going to sleep to play possum or whatever. But I said it, that she was going to be Orange Cassidy-esque or Orange Cassidy adjacent. And this match proved it. I don't know how far it's going to go because she's wrestles also in a onesie, but I said it and it came to fruition. 6-woman tag match. I guess it was just trying to showcase too that you're going to see Hartwell and Parada and Carter and Catanzaro in the women's Dusty Cup, but just a 6-woman tag. I guess it was really to get the mystery of Wendy Chu. So, but I said it. She was going to be Orange Cassidy, but Hartwell, Parada, Chu wins. We got an MSK promo where they walked up on the Dusty Trophy and they were like, yes, you know, our goal to get back to the tag team titles all starts with us winning this again. We have to do it, da da da. And then Dakota walks up and she was like, I remember winning this. I remember when, you know how she's now kind of half psychotic, like something's. She was like, I remember winning this, and she was like, I think she said the success is going to be the demise of the team or something like that. And as she was walking off, they was like, hey, don't you put that on us. You keep that evil over there, Dakota. We don't. And then when they came back from commercial break, well, before they had another Mandy Rose photo shoot. Then she was promoting basic toxic attraction as a whole, and it was like, okay, whatever, cool. Then when it came back, Kaylee Ray was like, hey, yo, fam, this what Mandy was doing her little photo shoot and everything. So she took a green bat that she likes to carry around and she destroyed the whole photo shoot and was like, you know, where the champ at? You know what I'm saying? I need to go holler at the champ. Where's the champ? Then that leads into Boa and Solo Sikoa. They had their little duel because, you know, they've been beefing for a while now, so they finally get to have it. This match ended in a double countout, and from that, they started brawling backstage and this, that, and the other. And then it led to, I want to say Boa did like the poison mist. And then, of course, when they panned away and panned back to Boa, he was in his painted face. So they're trying to do the gimmick well, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have to now go against the painted face Boa, you know, or Super Boa, as I call him, whenever it comes down to it. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes pull up in the car. Wait, why is that doing that? They pull up in the car. They was like, you know, we got to go talk our trash, talk our shit. They went out there, you know, Carmelo gave a nice little promo. One thing I thought was a little extreme, he did say he said, rest in piss to all my ops. And I was playing The Forest with Boss and Aranya, and they overheard it. And they was like, wait, did he just say rest in piss? They was like, oh, wow. But yeah, he was like, rest in piss to all my ops and everything. And they was like, oh, okay. But, you know, like I say, he talking his talk. You know, he was like, as long as I got this title, I'm the A champ. And, you know, I don't miss. And everything, you know, Carmelo Hayes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let the young brother be cocky. You know what I'm saying? He did beat Roddy. Let the young brother be cocky. Main event time. What we all been waiting for. AJ Styles, Grayson Waller. You know, Waller been on his path of destruction from taking out Johnny, taking out LA Knight, beating up Loomis, starting shit with Styles. They finally have it. I will say this. If they really wanted to showcase Waller, they definitely did a good job because, you know, Styles normally don't have bad matches. He usually has pretty good matches with his opponents. And this was not bad. This was not a bad match at all. The problem is, I don't know what to make of this at the end with Grayson Waller. Because, you know, with him getting kicked out the locker room, everything I just mentioned, where does that keep putting him? Ultimately, he lost. He took a nice old phenomenal form. He lost. While he was outside on the ring on the ground, Styles was like, hey, yo, I appreciate the fight, but hey, yo, Waller, your night's not over yet. He's like, you know, my good friend got something to say to you. LA Knight returns, gets his revenge on Waller a little bit. So I'm pretty sure as Styles now steps away, Knight will step in and start feuding with Waller. So basically, that was NXT. Once again, this is now the Bruce Prichard era, the PRA. You know, he kind of oversees NXT now. I think they said Trips is going to have a little bit of say-so here and there like that. Like, you know, he's kind of like there, but really, this is like the Prichard era. So, you know, they made it abundantly clear with New Year's Evil. So this is the Prichard era. So Like I said, I'm gonna keep sticking around. I'm gonna keep watching it. You know, I still find NXT enjoyable. Be like, it is good to see who could potentially be the next up to go to Raw or SmackDown and see how they do. So I'm here for the ride. You know, on behalf of myself, Lil Dizzle, Jaeger Bombastic, thank y'all for watching this quick tag. Of course, you know, subscribe. That's the best way to keep up with Tag. You know, we trying to flood the content 2022. So definitely subscribe so you never miss a video and keep up. You know what I'm saying? You can comment, interact with us. We talk back. Not like in a negative way, but you know what I mean. We talk back. So, you know, too sweet to the fellas out there. Bow. And you know, like we do on this tag thing, most importantly to the good people out there, don't forget to tag out. Peace, everybody.